this morning's keynote speech on the cloud that the cloud technology's been around, cloud operating system been around for 10 years, but it's really come into the public consciousness in the last 18 months. Why is that?
Sure. During the days of the web, we started actually getting cloudy then. It was early sort of a desktop cloud, and it moved deeper into having servers outside of your own environment, web-based servers, et cetera. As we started moving into mobile computing, and as the web got deeper and richer in terms of its capabilities, we got cloudier and cloudier and cloudier, and then someone woke up and said, hey, we've got something to sell, it's called the cloud, and people started wrapping it up. But it's much more than a thing to sell. It's actually an operating model in and of itself.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned also Deutsche Bank's own cloud, dbCloud, Enterprise Cloud. When is that going to be used at the bank, and who and which businesses are going to rely on it?
Sure. dbCloud is kind of an interesting model. We today have our inside infrastructure group that's becoming more commercial as opposed to enterprise-like. So price points, agility, flexibility, we're trying to bring inside the bank, while simultaneously at the same time trying to build the aspects of the enterprise that have to be preserved outside the bank to places like Amazon and third-party clouds, Google and Amazon and other types of cloud environments. So we're trying to get the best of both worlds and having the ability to move payloads of applications work inside the bank or outside the bank according to the use case that are required. So the types of businesses that will take advantage of this, first and foremost, are big scale, compute intensive businesses. Risk will be big, data warehousing will be big, and things of that nature. But there's a whole host of use cases across the bank, from transactional to business intelligence to compute intensity, that we're targeting for the cloud.
So how long does Deutsche Bank have to wait for the dbCloud to be up?
We're actually in beta now in some of these use cases, and by next year we'll be in general availability for some of the use cases. But we see it as a continual evolution over the years as we bring our new stuff, our new applications, making them cloud aware, cloud friendly, and cloud native to immediately go to the cloud, and then taking aspects of our legacy and migrating to the cloud for all sorts of reasons. So over the next couple of years, you're going to see a lot of Deutsche Bank appearing in the cloud.
Excellent. I mean, you mentioned this idea that you want dbCloud to act like a commercial cloud, and you want third-party clouds to act like an enterprise cloud inside the bank. How do you enable that design?
Virtualization plays a big role in making things cloud-enabled. So we have a huge program underway in the bank to virtualize as much of our application base, and we have a considerable application base, virtualize as much of that as possible. And then the second aspect of it is decoupling the implementation from the underlying infrastructure, whether it be at the infrastructure layer or the platform layer, that allows you to move the payloads around. So once you do those things, you can make your internal environment very consumer-like, so the enterprise becomes more consumer-like and brings all those good flavors with it. And then the consumer space, the public space, you bring technologies such as cloud envelopes, cloud abstractors, policy to the cloud, and make it more enterprise-like, so you get the best of both worlds.